Hello, brothers and sisters. Thanks for joining me again today. Got an interesting one today about teachers in the US, but really it applies to teachers everywhere. Nation's largest teachers union sends members a map that removes Israel and labels it Palestine. Why would teachers do that? Let's see. The National Education Association sent its 3 million members an email Friday containing a map that erased Israel and labeled the territory as Palestine. North American Values Institute said the email provides teachers with resources for teaching about indigenous peoples that included the map along with materials defending Hamas's October 7th attack. Oh, there were materials that defended the October 7th terrorist attack? Wow. And links to organizations that glorify terrorism, according to the Jewish News Syndicate. It's deeply troubling that the nation's largest teachers union would promote materials trafficking in anti-Semitic tropes and attempts to rationalize the atrocities of October 7th, let alone elevate groups that glorify terrorism. Steve Rosenberg, Philadelphia Regional Director for the Institute, told the JNS. And then here's a tweet from the ADL. I think that's the Anti-Defamation League, which is a Jewish advocacy group. Did the NEA forget something? The union sent its members an article featuring a world map that erased Israel. This is not a simple oversight, but a shocking act that denies both the history and present reality. Educators should be teaching facts, not rewriting them. So here's the offending map. Yeah, where's Israel? I agree, we should be teaching facts. And if you're in America, I would think new materials with maps should follow whatever the U.S. standard maps are. So really, whatever the U.S. Geological Society maps say things are called, that's probably what they should be called. And America doesn't even recognize the Palestinian state. That's just something they do in Europe and some other places. But it's not actually a thing in America, so why would teachers have this as a teaching resource? Interesting. The union removed the materials from its resource site after the discovery. Rosenberg criticized the quiet deletion as lack of transparency. The NEA owes educators, parents, and the public a full explanation and a sincere apology, Rosenberg said. While the union scrubbed most offensive content, a native land digital map remains on the site that labels Israel as Palestine and describes Palestinians as indigenous to the land. An NEA spokesperson blamed a third party for the content. Oh, yeah, it wasn't our fault. We didn't even know this was in here. And said the union has always opposed anti-Semitism. Yeah, right. After we became aware of content on this website, particularly related to Israel and Palestine, we conducted our own deeper review, including links to additional third-party hosted content. Upon review, we immediately removed it from the website, the spokesperson told the New York Post. The Anti-Defamation League, which the NEA had cut ties with last summer, criticized the union on X. This is not a simple oversight, but a shocking act that denies both history and the present reality, the ADL posted. Well, if the NEA union used to have ties with the Anti-Defamation League, why would they cut ties? So really, folks, it's obvious, right? The left figured out a long time ago that if you could capture the imaginations of the children, you could pretty much take over the whole world and take over the country. And they started in universities. University professors are famously more left-leaning than not, which is okay. The problem is they started indoctrinating youth in those left-wing ideology instead of just teaching the courses that they were hired to teach. And now they're doing the same thing in grade schools. These woke teachers are going in here and indoctrinating the kids in obviously pro-Palestine, anti-Semitic propaganda. And I'm not Muslim and I'm not Jewish, but that's what this is. And it's not just that, it's all the different left woke ideologies, the DEI, the critical race theory, gender ideology, all these fringe theories that are new. They've only been popular in, say, the last 10 years. But now it's the new woke religion. They know that if they get the kids to buy into this, then they've captured the next generation. Now, luckily, we are seeing kids coming out of high school right now, for some reason, have turned more conservative, especially the boys. So their master plan seems to have gone wrong. But this is also an example of why, Greg Abbott ordered an investigation into about 100 teachers to pull their licenses if they've done inappropriate things after they celebrated the death of Charlie Kirk. Because these liberal lunatics are doing stuff like that. We don't need these liberal lunatics teaching our kids. You don't need people celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk, a 100% school shooting in schools teaching kids. This is the same. We don't want our teachers indoctrinating kids to be anti-Semites. We don't want our teachers teaching our little kids gender ideology when they're 6 and 7. Things need to be age appropriate. Teachers need to stick to the approved curriculum that's agreed on by the school and the parents and the state. I think it should be a combined vetting process for the curriculum. And then the teachers need to stick to that curriculum. And if they stray, they should be fired. And we should not be removing Israel from American learning. It is the recognized country by these United States of America, whether you like it or not, leftists. So stop the nonsense and let's fire all these woke teachers when they do nonsense like this. Hey, let me know what I got wrong here. I'm sure this one could be spicy because a lot of people are very pro-Palestine. I'm not taking a position on that. I'm not taking a position in this one on who's right, the Palestinians or the Israelis. I'm saying stop the indoctrination. Again, let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe if you do, and don't watch it if you don't. Thanks, bye.